Hey everyone, I'm Karen the Intern, and you are about to watch an episode of Karen About Wrestling. I wanted to just let you guys know that the audio and video isn't exactly the standard that we would like to have for this show, and that's through nobody's fault necessarily, just sometimes that's how the internet is. And but I just wanted to let you know that you should stick around for the entire interview, regardless of the few little glitches, because of course it's an excellent interview, and Johnny Rostyn was an awesome guest. So make sure you stick around. Karen the Intern and Karen About Wrestling is coming up next. Hey everyone, I'm Karen the Intern, and welcome to another episode of Karen About Wrestling. Got another great episode in store for you tonight. But before we introduce our guest for the evening, I'm going to let you know about a few live shows that are happening around your area potentially. So June 1st at the First Metropolitan Hall downtown Victoria, we have got All Out War. This is going to be sick. There are going to be so many amazing wrestlers there, and you should definitely check it out. June 15th in Souk, we have a grudge match with Josh Cadwell and Brett Matthews, so also crazy. And then June 25th, we have got Guelph in the Red Chevron. And, I almost forgot, June 22nd, doubleheader in James Bay, Victoria. So if you want to get tickets for any of those shows or find out anything about 365 Nation, you should check out 365prowrestling.com and buy your tickets there for sure. All right, so our next guest this evening is a wrestler I've just recently become acquainted with, and he has quite a storied history with 365, and I am really looking forward to getting into all of that with him, asking him all the questions that you are dying to ask. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my guest for the evening, Johnny Rostyn. How's it going, Johnny?
Not too bad, really. How about you, Karen?
Good, thanks. Are you ready to answer some questions that your fans have and that I have as also a fan?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome,
I'm
awesome.
um I'm in a more pleasant mood today, so I guess you caught me in a good mood, so I'm ready to answer some questions. That's for sure.
Well, that's a great news. I'm really happy about that. So, I had the honor of watching you recently wrestle for the first time that I've ever seen you wrestle, and I think it was the first time you'd wrestled in a while. And do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, I guess I was Saturday in Victoria. I I thought it was a smart idea to challenge Legacy. We'll come out and interrupt him, and he challenged me on the spot, and I took it. I don't regret taking it, but ended with me getting kicked in the face. And then Good Thelonious came out and challenged me to a match later, which I thought I could redeem myself. I definitely thought I had the upper hand, and I I gotta say I don't really agree with the use of magical mittens, but he did best me. But it's not over. It's definitely not over. As for being gone for a while, I was dealing with some injuries and stuff like that, and I just figured it was best to sit out instead of constantly work under constantly getting hurt because I'm not, on tip top shape anymore.
That makes total sense to me, absolutely. And I agree with you about the mittens. I've always sort of wondered if they're, riding a bit of a line between like, you know, you know, legal and illegal as far as the inside of the ring is concerned.
The way I see it is they're either a foreign object or because they are magical mittens, they are their own entity. And if, say, Sawyer came in, helped me with one of my matches, right, and slapped, somebody for me, I'm pretty sure I'd get disqualified. But I digress, and maybe that's for another date we can talk about. But like I said, it's not over, right? It's not over.
No, I completely understand that. Yeah, it's almost like the mittens are a bit of a part of him. But what I was going to ask you next, so you brought up Sawyer Stein. So of course you are part of the Moment of Truth, right?
Yeah, for life, for life.
For life. Amazing, right? Yeah. So and Sawyer Stein is also a member. And who else? Who else is part of that?
Well, we've seen recently in 365 in Courtney, Bad Man McCann, and he's somebody you wouldn't want to see in a dark alleyway, 3 o'clock in the morning, standing in front of you, and you being on his bedside. He's on an uprise. He's really walking. Let's just say he's walking through promotions here in BC. I would I wouldn't want to piss him off. Let's say that. I don't even know if I can say piss him off. I didn't really get the notes on what I can and can't say, but yeah, I would not want to be on his bad side. No pun intended. In VIPW, there's Jacob Kruger, and of course, the man that started it all. There's Jordy Taylor, which we used to see in 365 quite a bit, and hasn't been around for a while, but who knows, right? In wrestling, yeah, you never know, right? So always
Absolutely.
keep your eye out for him because he's a path. Obviously he's a path maker. He's one of the best, and there's a reason why we follow him. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, he's legendary. He's absolutely legendary. I've never had the pleasure of seeing him wrestle, unfortunately, except on video. In the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel, there's some video of him for sure. But yeah, I've never had the chance to actually see him wrestle in person. So he's still wrestling though, right?
Oh yeah, he's a tag champion in VIPW. I'm pretty sure he holds another belt in Apex, which is in Vancouver. Um,
Right.
yeah, he's a presence. That's for sure. He's definitely wrestling. If Yeah, I don't think there would be a moment of truth if there wasn't a Jordy Taylor. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you too. So we've got like Moment of Truth. And Sawyer Stein is a member, and he has sort of at moments had this allegiance with Eddie Osborne to create Guilty Truth. And I wanted to get your feeling on that. What do you think of that whole thing?
Well, I've had my feelings about being away and coming back and seeing on the internet that they were tag champs together and kind of feeling like maybe that could have been my spot, or maybe I'm not good enough to get that spot, and that's why I was laying in bed, laying up, if you will. Um, I think some things will come to light pretty soon in upcoming combat episodes. So I don't want to say too much, but me and Eddie have seen eye to eye maybe after shows. Yeah, have a few beers. Um, but maybe in the ring we don't always see eye to eye. But Eddie is someone I respect a lot. So I'm torn because I'm happy for Sawyer. That's my homie. That's my homie. Eddie, like I said, stand on a line with him. Sometimes we see eye to eye, sometimes we don't. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to watch combat to find out exactly what really lies ahead for the guilty truth, and if I step over that line and join them, or kind of just do my own thing for a bit. We'll see. But you guys got to watch that combat. That's some great programming. I know I watch every single Wednesday. That's for sure. I once watched Tuesday as well. Pretty sure there's more programming on Monday, and there's always something to watch on 365.
Yeah, that's so true, right? And of course, Karen About Wrestling, premiering every Wednesday as well. So,
I,
uh,
I I figured I didn't have to mention that one because that's a little bit.
well, I'll never miss a moment to shamelessly self-promote. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Sorry,
I don't blame you one bit. I think I try to do that a little bit every day.
which is good. It's so good. Yeah. So, we are going to take a teeny tiny little break. And Johnny, I hope you'll stick around. And when you come back, we're going to ask you some other questions that your fans and myself would love to know about you. So, hopefully you'll stick around, and hopefully all you out there in YouTube land will stick around. We will be right back with more Caring About Wrestling. So this is the part where we take a teeny tiny little break.
Really, I need some water. I'm sorry. I'm super nervous. And then oh man, can't really talk about Duncan, and because it hasn't came out on like YouTube yet, so I got to play this one like kind of like on the line of kayfabe and not.
Yeah, that's the thing with this whole thing is we're kind of walking a fine line at times. But I'm going to ask you some other questions, like just kind of more general questions. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was kind of nice to be able to pitch some of the friends there.
Oh, you didn't.
Okay, good. Awesome. Like, fix that on top.
Yeah. No worries. Sorry, what was that, Brian?
It was cool that. Okay, cat, don't do that. Hey, get down. I'm right at her window. It was just cool to be able to pitch some of my friends too, because I really actually am pretty stoked on like where Alan McCann, this Bad Man McCann, where he's going and how fast he's. Because it was like March last year where he started training, and he's just awesome. He's a cool guy. So yeah, that was fun to be able to pitch and talk about Jordy too, because I miss him a lot. Yeah,
No
I
doubt.
almost
No
got emotional there thinking about Jordy, to be honest. Yeah, yeah. No, this is fun. I'm just nervous to say, and then I'm like nervous that the cat's just gonna jump in the way. And
It's fine if the cat gets in the shot. But we're back. We're back. So we are here with Johnny Rostyn tonight. You're watching Karen About Wrestling on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And of course, leave a comment below if you have a question for a wrestler or there's a wrestler that you would like us to interview. You can definitely leave those questions below and we will make sure to check those out. So, all right, Johnny. So, uh, just going to ask you some general 365 questions here. So, who has the hardest chop in 365?
oh man, I'm not even gonna lie. I hate chops so much. If anybody can tell, I have a skin condition that rashes out when I sweat, and then when I get chopped, it sucks just probably so much more. But
Oh, my God.
man, Devin Shooter has a really hard chop. Eddie's got a hard chop. Shooter, I gotta say Shooter, man. Like
Yeah.
even the sound that comes off of it is like you kind of wince when you hear him chop somebody else, and you're like, oh man, yeah, it hurts. Yeah, that hurts that a lot. And yeah, he packs a punch. I would say Shooter. Yeah, Shooter. There's a reason why that guy was champion. Like, yeah, he's just for so
Absolutely.
long, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. A few
yeah,
people have said Devin, a
Shooter,
few people have said
100%,
Eddie.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie, like, yeah, that's like what would you call that when you throw that in, just a mention there, like, like oh man, Eddie, but like, you got to think that's a hand coming from a brick wall, and like, let me tell you, that's another one too. It's like, is when you see it, you wince, and yeah, that's how it feels. How you think that? Oh man, it's like just thinking about an Eddie or a shooter chop sitting here, just like kind of gives me the willies. You didn't have to do that in my home,
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Well, yeah, that's I don't want to get chopped by either one of them. I'm just gonna put that
Oh
out there.
no.
So, I mean, so now you're kind of back, and so are there any like big scores that you're looking to settle? I think you froze there, Johnny.
Oh no. Just hold on a second.
There we go. I can see you now and hear you.
Yeah, I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and like when people say live in the gimmick, um, kind of live most of the gimmick. I live in a trailer out in the middle of nowhere, Whiskey Creek. So that's all true. And so my reception isn't great. So I apologize for that. But
All
scores to
good.
settle. Scores to
Yeah.
settle. 2013, when I was around, every time I turned around a corner, Becky Beach. Doesn't matter if I went to Big West. It didn't matter if I was in 365, I turned around, Becky Beach and Ramon Carlton were right there. And she got the best of me most of the time. Not 100%, but most of the time. And there's a reason for her upcoming the last year. She's been getting good. And I've been getting hurt. So not a beef, but I think I want to get maybe back to 50% on my loss record with her, because my 2013, she's not 2013, 2023, she haunted me a lot. And it's not a beef anymore, because I'll be honest with you, and maybe I'm pulling the curtain back a bit, but I'm really proud. I'm really proud of how far she's come in the last year, and I will show some respect. Whether you people see the respect when I go out to the ring when I have a score to settle, but yeah, Becky Beach, and yeah, oh man, me and her used to have this bond, and she's got real tight with Carlton. So there's a lot of beef with Carlton. I don't know if you guys see it in interviews, but when he interviews me, it butters my beans. Put it that way.
Butters your beans.
Butters my beans. It just,
I love that.
just
Okay. So that's interesting because there's not a lot of people that talk about beef with Becky or frankly with Ramon Carlton. So I find it interesting that those are the people that you kind of picked out. That's kind of interesting to me.
every time I just think about it, every time you turn around a corner and that one person's there and they get the best of you, 90% of the time, come on, Karen,
Yeah. Yeah.
come on.
I mean, you're making a good point. You're definitely making your case here. I would agree with that. Super interesting though. It'll be interesting to see if you guys get in the ring anytime in the near future. I would really
And
like
so
to see that.
in the last little bit since I'm away, she's gotten kind of a little bit out of my reach. Maybe I have to work up there, but I'm
Oh,
not scared to work for what I need to earn. And you really look at that loss record, it's growing and it's growing and it's starting to grow on me too. So maybe getting back some W's and
yeah.
getting maybe a couple on beach while she's up top makes me look good. So I think it's a smart game plan decision. I'm not just all anger and emotion. I sit in these woods, and I think that's what makes me calm. And something about most of those people just boil me up. And now I've got to start thinking more calm. So chess
Yeah.
moves, Karen, chess moves.
I like that. You're playing like a long game. It's more strategic for you. I have a great appreciation for that. What I find interesting about Ramon Carlton is this whole association with Laxa and I thought that that was an interesting unholy alliance that would happen there. I was blown away by that. So did that influence you in like kind of looking at him in a particular way?
No, it's kind of making me step back a little bit. Think about it. You think I want to get in the way of lack?
No.
Chess move. That's the Ramon comes, and I'll show respect for that. Ramon comes from checkmate. He's got some power behind him. It's like, let's talk about the Willies in my own home. Lack, you anywhere, dude. Have you seen me ringside when Lack is out? No, I'm in the back hiding. That's one person I don't want to get a hold of because he's gonna get a hold of me, and I'm I don't know what it is, but there's not people that give me the willies. But checkmate, Ramon Carlton. That's a good way to keep the bug spray of Johnny Rostyn away. That's it
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, definitely. I like that there is a
Oh,
little Ramon buffer between me and
don't think
Lack.
about lack when you're at home.
What's that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I said, don't think about lack when you're at home. Your house becomes an uncomfortable place,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I've done enough wrong where I know like he'd be gunning for me if I was on the bill with him, and I would stand there and fight. But in the words of Darren Hill, uh, I'd be scared. I hide.
Yeah.
I'd try to hide, tire him out. I don't think that'd be possible. And then I would hit him with everything I got. And if that didn't work, I, I I'd probably be ripped to pieces, and there's retirement. But who knows? Right? Scary
Yeah.
guy, scary guy.
Yeah, yeah. So listen, we have to take another quick break. And so don't go anywhere.
No problem.
Hope you're gonna stick around, Johnny, for one more segment. Don't you guys out in YouTube land go anywhere. We will be right back with more Karen About Wrestling.
All right. This time though, even if he is talking, cut him off.
Okay.
Because that's what you do. You say, hey, Ryan, sorry, we're back. Please continue. You just get that we're back, and then please continue. Johnny won't care, right, Johnny?
Oh yeah,
Johnny.
I'll shut up.
Johnny's fine.
Oh, I'll shut up.
No, you're
I'm so nervous that in between takes that I'm like shivering, but I gotta just get some water out of it.
Yeah, grab some water.
I get nervous about everything. Going to the grocery store. I don't know. It's been getting better though. Like 2019, I went into Costco one time and I walked in the door and I was like, no, I'm out.
And we're back. We are back with Karen About Wrestling and Johnny Rostyn, our guest this evening. So Johnny, have you been having a good time so far?
Actually, yeah, you guys got me on a good day. Sun's shining here, and it's been raining for the last like I don't know 3 days. So I don't know. When
Yeah.
you live in a trailer and it rains, you get kind of antsy. So a nice day. Got out on the bike. Yeah, you guys caught me on a good day. The cat's happy. I'm happy.
Awesome. Awesome. So we've been talking a lot about wrestling, and so we're gonna like shift gears a little bit, and we're gonna ask a few kind of more personal questions. And of course, you can decline to answer anything, and we're not gonna get like too personal. Don't worry. But
Yeah, yeah.
so, what do you like to do, Johnny Rostyn, when you are not wrestling?
Oh, well, I have a wheeler, like a four-wheeler Toyota. It's not an actual pickup. It was a forerunner I cut into a pickup. So I like just like cruising around the mountains and like going bushcraft camping, and riding my motorcycle, and pretty simple. One of my younger friends is trying to get me back to skateboarding, but I don't know. I think I take enough falls. But yeah, like I just like being in the bush and like building
Okay.
bushcraft, and I don't know, being away from people, to be honest with you. And then that's like pulling the curtain back because like I think like the Johnny Rostyn you guys don't see is probably a lot more peaceful because he's not in a crowd, you know. maybe not the type of person that does well in front of 300 people. So maybe I am a little bit more angry than I wanted to display. But I like being in the bush, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, where is your hometown? Is Whiskey Creek your hometown?
Pause. Sorry.
I'll
Have to
be.
interrupt. Wait, Johnny, hang on one sec.
Yeah,
In 8 minutes,
yeah.
Brett Matthews is going to do an in live run-in
Okay.
because we're at your 30 minutes for the show, and I got him coming up after. You're going to be like, oh
Okay,
man, and then just be annoyed and leave. Okay?
that works.
Okay.
You're actually getting longer than your 30 minutes, so but that works. I think that's a great idea. If he agrees, if not, I'll tell you when to wrap it up. But we'll find out.
Okay,
So just
sounds
keep
good.
going until you tell me what to do,
Or he interrupts.
or something happens.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I will cut this part out.
Okay.
Fifth dimension stuff. Fifth dimension.
Okay.
Whiskey Creek, where are you
Right,
from?
right. So yeah, so I'll just ask the question again. Okay, there we go. So, where is your hometown? Is Whiskey Creek actually your hometown, Johnny?
Yeah. So Whiskey Creek is like a little village outside of like Qualcomm Beach and on here on the island, and I live kind of outside of it in the bush, in trailer. Um, I
Nice.
have I have running water and hydro for anybody that's concerned. But yeah, Whiskey Creek is actually where I live.
Awesome. Awesome. And have you always been on the island? So you've always been on the island, you've always lived here?
No, actually, here's the curtain being pulled right back. I'm actually from Port Dover, Ontario, and if you look up Friday the 13th festival, it's a big biker rally where a bunch of bikers go to that town. It's a little cute beach town in southern Ontario, and it's awesome. I would bill from there, but the sounds of the Whiskey Creek Menace is who I am these days, and I'm not like Port Dover transient anymore. So I guess there's pulling the curtain back. I am from Ontario. And I came here about 7 years ago, comes June, because I always wanted to live on the island. And I've been out west, Western Canada, between Alberta and BC the last 10, 12 years now.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no place quite like Vancouver Island, hey? I mean, it's
No,
pretty.
no. I call it's like the cost of living is a little higher here, but I call it beauty tax because everything's so
Yep.
nice. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I can get away with living in the woods.
exactly. I mean, it's a whole different ball game than living in the city and paying city prices. That's for damn sure, right?
Yeah, I bought this trailer for $2,400.
That's awesome.
That's a
That's great.
street.
Yeah. I actually like totally admire the idea of just like kind of going out to just out to the woods and just kind of living a bit off the grid. There's a lot of appeal in that to me, quite frankly. So I'm a bit envious of you and your situation. So
Yeah, it took a
yeah,
lot of these.
what's that?
I said it took a lot living in a lot of cities across Canada to want to live in the woods and be more away from people. I get my fun out of wrestling events, and it's just peaceful. I suggest it for everybody.
Awesome. All right. So, I'm going to switch gears a little bit and ask you about what is your favorite dinosaur and why?
I like a raptor because of how it looks, I guess, but it's kind of a jerk. But I guess like just think about the Johnny Rostyn guys also see a Congolese deal well, and like I kind of just menace around, and I'd probably eat your baby's eggs, if I really had to, if I was a dinosaur. So probably because I don't know, a little bit of a raptor myself. I'm kind of a predator in a way, so I guess a raptor for looks, but like, what's that long necked dinosaur? That one's pretty cool, but I wouldn't know what to tell you. You know, I always make fun of my one friend because he liked dinosaurs as a kid, and he was a little chubby, and I was like, "Ah, oh, whatever, man. You're a fat dinosaur kid." And as a joke, he's like, "No, I wasn't." I was like, "You were too." You know, so I don't know, but the long neck one's pretty cool because it's just got a really long neck. It reminds me of a giraffe. I like giraffes, but you
Yep.
know, a raptor for sure is number one. T Rex, not never a T Rex. They got those little arms and stuff. They can't do nothing.
No,
You know.
exactly. It's not really, yeah, advantageous, but I guess they make up for it with their gigantic jaws and teeth and super
I know,
fast.
but like, imagine being that big and you can't use your arms. No, it's never
Yeah,
worked.
that's a bit of a curve in the whole evolutionary chain, hey? Like, what happened there? Like, how did that become the best thing that they could come up with, right?
Generations of inbreeding between lizards, I guess. But
Yeah, I guess. And then all
I
the,
don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I really hope I'm allowed to say that. Damn it!
I think it's okay. I think we're
I
okay.
I said it. I said it now. But yeah, imagine that. But
Yeah.
no,
Well,
yeah,
and then
a raptor for sure.
a raptor, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. And of course, as you may or may not know, dinosaurs became birds later on. So, like, if you
That's
think and look at
no,
it,
are you? No, you're gonna get me down this YouTube wormhole, and I ain't gonna sleep tonight.
I, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. But it is interesting. And if you do want to look into it, you probably should. It's pretty
I'm
interesting.
um I'm not even gonna lie. Well, once we're done, I'm probably gonna be like, yo, man, birds are dinosaurs into my phone and like start looking it up.
Yeah,
So
seriously,
like,
look at an ostrich. Look at an ostrich and tell me that's not a dinosaur with
oh
feathers.
man, don't do this to me, Karen. Oh man, I'm gonna be caring about birds by the morning. And then I'm gonna have to fight Eli Surge because I like birds and he don't think they're real. This is gonna be terrible.
If birds aren't real, does that mean dinosaurs aren't real either?
Dinosaurs have to be real. They have to, otherwise I give up, man. My like toxic trait is if like Jurassic Park was a thing, I'd still go. I need to see them.
Me too. Me too. I need to see a dinosaur. 100%. That's hilarious. Yeah, we went down a whole rabbit hole there that I wasn't really expecting, and we got a little like educational slash conspiracy theory-ish going on. So I guess we'll see how that all pans out. I'll catch up with you next time at the next live show.
Have you ever guys ever watched?
Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Have you guys ever watched Haviko's YouTube? Watch Haviko's YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure on like day 5 of our trip to Kelowna, they had me looking for an Okopoco or whatever. That sent me down
Yes,
a YouTube wormhole too.
that's true. If you haven't checked that out, guys, in YouTube land, Vico's YouTube channel, there's some comedy gold in there. Seriously, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
yes.
I
So,
don't agree with him and those clowns. I do not agree with him and the clowns and the
you
friends
got
that he has inside the ring. But outside of the ring, me and Haviko are friends. I just do not agree with his friends, and he does not agree with my friends. So we have to be separated. This is why
interesting.
I attack him. If you look and I see him and he's crossing my path, I will let him by. Always remember that. If we have to have a match, I will not stand down from a fight. But remember that me and Haviko are friends outside of the ring. I just don't agree with his friends and that slime ball punk Zach Andrews.
Whoa,
If you were
right.
gonna ask me number 2 after Becky Beach, Andrews. We used to be
Zach
buddies
Andrews?
until he started being all goody goody, like a year and a half ago or something like that. Started being all goody goody. No. Zach Andrews. So then, oh man, yeah.
So it seems like you're gunning for a couple people, but here's my
I think
question.
so. There's probably a whole roster because I need to make up for lost time and
I
make
was just
sure
gonna say, yeah.
never have a chant again that says "Who are you?" Never again. Never.
All right, so listen, Johnny, are you ready for a little lightning round? Some like rapid fire questions? Quick answers? Top of the head, like first
Yeah,
thing that
let's
comes
do that
to
because I
mind?
talked to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
I promise this won't hurt. All right. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars, 100%.
Nice. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
All,
awesome.
all types of pizza. Pizza is just a great thing. We should enjoy it. Boom.
I agree. Pizza is happiness. Frozen yogurt or ice cream?
Oh man, ice cream, but like frozen yogurt comes in like tight second, like that photo finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. Potato salad or coleslaw?
Oh, potato salad. Got my
Nice.
mom's potato salad. My mom back home, her potato salad beats all your mom's potato salad. Guaranteed. 100%.
Okay. All right. I hope one day I get to try your mom's potato salad. That would be amazing. Where is the best place to get a hamburger on Vancouver Island?
Oh, there used to be this place called Bigfoot just down in Whiskey Creek, but it closed during the wildfire last year. So I'm still in discussion of where to get the best hamburger now. Um,
Okay.
but like, so if you guys have the best hamburger, send me Instagram messages of where you think the best hamburger is on Vancouver Island because I'm in a big search because my place shut down. So I need to find new burger places, and I've been trying, and nothing's as good as that old burger. So
Or or
find
you
me a
could
burger, people on Vancouver Island.
yeah, or you can put it in the comments below and we will definitely get that message out to Johnny Rostyn. Where's the best burger?
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more question for you. Are you more team Macho Man, team Hulk Hogan, or team Ultimate Warrior?
Ooh, totally macho man. The macho man, 100%. I don't really enjoy the Warrior too much, and maybe that's like a little bit like markish because of behind scenes and like really Hogan. Yeah, Hogan's an icon of wrestling, but Terry Bollea is a terrible person, and Macho Man was just cool, man. And he didn't let you in. He was crazy. Like he was crazy by the end of his career, and even like probably during the highlights of his career when you think about it. But Macho Man, out of the three, Macho Man, 100%, man. Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that. Yes, I have a friend who has a cat named Randy Savage.
that's awesome.
Isn't that like the best name for a cat? Like, seriously, nobody's gonna F with that cat. It's Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I like that a
Awesome.
lot. Yeah.
So, Johnny? Johnny? Oh man, I think we lost him. Did we lose him?
We lost the feed.
Oh man, that's terrible. I was having such a good time interviewing Johnny Rostyn. I know you guys are having a good time watching. We're going to make sure to have him back again because there were lots more questions. If you have questions for Johnny Rostyn, put them in the comment section below and we will make sure to ask him next time he is on Karen About Wrestling. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great time. Hope you've had a good time too. Once again, I am Karen the Intern and you've been watching Karen About Wrestling.